Abby, go.
3 hours later.
Abby, do it. Jump.
Okay, girls, it has been 3 hours since we've been on this PlayStation. We need to turn it off and go do something else.
There's nothing else to do, Mom.
There's so much to do. Go have fun and use your imagination. Hi everyone, welcome to China. David and I just wanted to give you guys an update on how things are going for us here in China, what life's like now after we have kind of come out of the coronavirus and all of our restrictions. We still have a few, so today as we walk around you can see kind of what China's like, and we know that this video is coming at you guys in the thick of it, and we just want to give you some hope and encouragement and just make you laugh a little bit. So yeah, follow us around the city today and we will show you what's up.
Hey guys, we're going to Starbucks and going to Minso. Lucy's a wild dog. She's trying to run. Okay guys. I'm going to go get a frappuccino.
So first stop is Starbucks. They just opened it and they're letting you go in and order. You still have to get your temperature checked and write your phone number down on the paper inside, but you're able to order and actually sit down inside, which is new as of this week. So we're excited. First stop, coffee. So as we're waiting here at Starbucks for our coffee orders, David and I just want to kind of update you on what life's been like for the past 2 months here for us in China and the restrictions we've had and that we've had to kind of go through. So it first started off when we returned from the holidays, and David took off on a normal flight, and it was January 21st, and he flew out to Wuhan and back. 2 days later, his company calls and says you're in quarantine. There's a huge virus going around called the coronavirus, and you are put in home quarantine. Please don't move, don't go anywhere, and wait for further instructions. So that's all we got. That was the information we got, and I think the fear and the panic hit at that point for us a little bit of what's going on, and this is, you know, we started to jump onto social media and follow it, and it began to, you know, escalate from that point on. So after that, we began our quarantine at home, and they put a restriction on our gate so that one person from every household could leave, and we were given these little passes, and every third day you were allowed to go, one person from the house could go and get groceries. And at that point all the stores had closed down. Starbucks was no longer, you know, all the little restaurants and fun little places we go around town were beginning to close their doors. Fortunately, we never ever had to worry about the grocery store. Our one local grocery store stayed open, and fortunately our one big, the Metro store we always talk about, it was opened and remained open, but we all went to get our groceries, and as you guys are all experienced too, all produce, all items on the shelves were cleared off, and I think for us, it became real at that point. This is not just a quick and easy thing that's going to get resolved. It was going to be a bigger scale deal. So we settled in, got what we could, and made do. And like a lot of you today, you're getting creative with cooking new meals and making the best of what you have in your pantry. And yeah, it really makes you sit and appreciate the time that you have with your family. We really got creative with game nights and movie nights and lots and lots of Legos. We've had a lot of fun actually, and we're really thankful for this time that we've all got to be together and enjoy family, and we hope that you guys are getting to do that too. So we will catch you up on our next stop. We are now headed to one of our favorite stores here called Miniso, Evie's been collecting Pokemon Lego figurines, and today she gets the last of her collection, so she's super excited. It's been wonderful to keep her busy, keep her mind going, and she needs some creative outlets, so we're excited to get our final collection, right?
Yeah!
Also, as you can see, masks are still required everywhere. You saw at Starbucks, temperature checks are still required at every single store entry. You need to put your phone number down, your name, and also your temperature. So yeah, masks still good. Everyone's still wearing those and required in the DDs to be able to ride too. So yes, let's keep going. Okay.
I got a frappuccino. Now it's time for Pokemon. Hey guys, this is a beautiful day. We go to Miniso and I got this.
So as you can see above us here, all across the city, there's banners and posters and billboards that are putting out information about the virus. Like some of them are translated. The best that we can do is wear your mask, wash your hands. But they have all these health kind of things just all plastered all around the city, which is kind of interesting. But one of the things that they've implemented here around the city is all big malls. You need to have a health QR code on your phone. And it's just like an app that you download, and then you need to like tell where you've been, what cities you've been to, and it's just kind of like to let them know that you're safe and that you haven't been in any of the contaminated places. So we have to go here and scan our code to be able to get into the actual mall entrance. So that took a little bit longer. We accidentally hit the wrong thing. The app is completely in Chinese, so we have to like translate everything and then figure out which questionnaire to fill out. And David just filled out that he had a high fever, so we got stuck there. So oh well, it's all good now.
But get your Pokemon.
Hey everyone, we found a place that's open and the name's actually open, so it's perfect. It has great salads and some really good spaghetti for the girls, so we're excited and we're going to enjoy this wonderful lunch we have.
I like my biscuit al dente.
We're leaving the restaurant. We're gonna go walk around Shinkan Mall for a little bit. I found a bread shop, so we're gonna go check that out.
Instead, we're getting ice cream. Look at all the flavors.
Yeah. You got strawberry? Hey guys, we just finished up our lunch and we're headed home. We're gonna catch a Didi here. Didi, like we said earlier, is like the Uber of the United States. And lately during the coronavirus, they daily sterilize the whole entire car. At one point, they even put like partition between, like a plastic rack between you and or them and the seat. And they also, you're not allowed to get in without a mask. So they're really being very wise here, I think, and being really safe, as that's our main sort of transportation here. And during the virus, there was actually a period of 4 days where they just shut down Didi altogether. So we were really just like, just homebound and just relying on wherever we could walk, which wasn't a lot of things. But yeah, Dee Dee's back up and running, and they're doing a really good job of keeping everyone safe. Thanks everyone for joining us yesterday as we walked around the city and just kind of explored what things were open and what restrictions looked like for us. We had a good time yesterday. It was nice to be out and about in the city again and be able to enjoy a meal out together. And yeah, we just kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about how David's work's been affected by the virus and some of the things that we've taken away from this time together. So a little bit more about first, before we get into David's schedule, was what some of our community restrictions looked like. We mentioned that we had to use these little passes to get in and out, and each day it kind of changed. Like first it was like a little slip of paper that we had to use and cut out, and like almost like a ticket system to get in and out, and then it switched to these laminated things, and that was just for the one person that was able to go out every third day, like we mentioned. And also David had a special blue piece of paper, and that was his work permit that allowed him to go back and forth to work. Once he was done with his quarantine time, flights kind of resumed as normal. He didn't work as much, but definitely flew every about 3 days. So that continued for the next couple of weeks. And work for him was pretty much, the same as usual, except for he was to wear a mask there and back. Once he got to work, he had to cross, he told me, this like threshold of disinfectant. And so we walked over this like mat of just sopping disinfectant. And so it would wash his feet and his roller bag. And then he would go up in the elevator and have a tissue paper where he had to grab to press the elevator button. Also for like everyday things, we order a lot of things off of Taobao. That's how we get, coffee and water and, different kinds of delivery. And so they created like this whole system for us. We're not allowed to exit out of our compound. And so they created like these big tables and benches, and the delivery guys would deliver your package and set it here, and then you get a notification and you could go down there and get it. So it was just like a massive piles of boxes and packages that they were doing. Once Taobao, our delivery system, got opened up again, it was kind of a crazy situation of packages and boxes and takeout, as some of the restaurants were opening up and allowing us to do takeout before we could exit. So that was kind of interesting and a little bit different, but it was a neat way how they still were able to get and receive packages and things. So that was really helpful. The other strange thing that happened when we went out to get groceries, or when David left to go to work at night, you would see like these huge trucks just spraying disinfectant all over the city. So that was a little bit different and alarming to see this massive amount of disinfectant going on. And I'm not sure how good that was for us to breathe in, but it was what it is. I guess also talking about current numbers here for us in Chongqing, we're looking at, I think it was the March 21st that we hit 0 here in Chongqing. So that was a really great and a really wonderful time of, of stopping and just being really thankful for the, these measures are really drastic, and they really, were hard, and it took a lot of our rights away as far as not being able to move freely about. But what David and I have just really been talking about and focusing on is, this idea of giving up your rights for a common goal. And we really appreciated that about China, how they just, whatever whatever we were asked of, people just really did that. And it was for the common goal, so that we could attack this aggressively and be safe. And it was all about just, the safety of people and not infecting others. And so we see that for you guys too now. Back in the States, being, asked to stay at home and social distancing and doing that. And we really saw that, that's what brought these numbers down. We're, protecting ourselves and our family by staying at home. And, it is a challenge, and it is a giving up our right, but it's it's for the betterment of everyone that we do that. And we saw how that played out here in China, and how, you know, with this many people living this close together, how much of a difference that made, you know, in addressing, you know, the spread of this virus. So we were really thankful of that. And in China, we have this term that we say, and it's if you are spurring somebody on or encouraging them, like in a race or in doing that, we say "jiao." And we kept hearing this, "jiao, jiao, jiao, China." And we just kind of wanted to say that to you, "jiao." We cheer you on as you are facing this, and as you're going through this tough time. Keep going, you know, keep being safe, and keep taking care of yourselves and your families by washing your hands, and, you know, wearing a mask when necessary, and staying away from big groups. And we know it sucks, and it wasn't fun for us to live through that, but it really made a huge difference, and we really have grown to appreciate this time with our family. And yeah, we just encourage you. You guys got this.